Okay, it's been a little bit since I've done this. Nearly a month, actually. But I'm back to do TNG Season 1. I keep leaving these large gaps, and I promise it's not out of hatred for watching this or anything, but they haven't exactly been gripping, so I haven't been feeling the real pull to keep watching them, but I definitely do want to finish this, and I'm going to finish this. Past the halfway point, so it's the home stretch in a way. I think about it that way. But this episode is When the Bough Breaks. No idea. But I believe this is another Wesley episode. And as you may know, I don't really hate Wesley like a lot of people seem to. So this could be a good one for me. Or it could be it's just as equally likely that it could be terrible. So without further ado, let's get into it.
I'm not going back. I hate that teacher and I hate calculus.
Everyone needs an understanding of basic calculus, whether they like it or not.
This kid at this age is learning basic calculus. Give me a fucking break.
You're limping.
Had a small run-in with an aspiring sprinter.
Number one.
Problem, Captain.
More curiosity.
Limping from that? Just had a little kid run into him. It's not like he took a big injury.
Tasha, I'm surprised you haven't heard the stories of Aldea, the wondrous, mythical world. Like Atlantis of ancient Earth, or 9 men of Xerxes 7. Incredible technical sophistication, providing the daily needs of all the citizens, so that they could turn themselves over to art and culture.
Where's it supposed to be?
Oh god, this is not sounding like one of the stronger plots. I'm getting a little nervous.
Shields and deflectors up.
Aye, sir.
Oh, am I seeing? I don't see anything. Oh, there we go. A cloaked planet, I guess.
It's Aldea, Captain. It has to be.
Okay. Not a particularly exciting hook, guys. I've got to be honest. Aldea, so they basically found Atlantis. Okay.
Why do you reveal yourselves to us now?
We are eager to meet in person to discuss that and other subjects of mutual interest.
There must be some sort of ulterior motive to reveal themselves now out of nowhere.
The only way through our shield is our way, Captain. Our cloaking device may be off, but our shield is operating. We've brought you small tokens.
Cloaking a whole planet seems a bit odd and unnecessary unless they're hiding from something. Obviously they are.
Let's now return to Aldea. Her eyes are very sensitive to bright light. So
not exactly a very warm greeting. They just show up, tell them they're stalking them, and then dip.
They want something from us. Something we value greatly. So much that they're afraid we won't part with it.
What the hell could it be? Like a warp core maybe or something? Something
two of your
really... Whoa. Alright, and they're just stealing people now. Awesome.
But the implementation is quite difficult.
Captain, data. What do you read?
Some sort of scanning device, sir.
Good lord, that's loud.
Shield's inoperable, sir.
All decks being probed in a methodical pattern, sir.
All decks everywhere, the entire ship.
Aye, sir.
Can't reach the commander, we're being blocked.
What they need is Wesley, maybe, for something? Why would they need Wesley?
Similar incidents all decks, but only with the children.
we need help from the Federation to rebuild our heritage. We need a younger generation, strong and healthy, following in the Aldean tradition.
What are they all celibate or something and don't got kids? So maybe it's sort of children and men sort of thing. Everybody's infertile.
And your medical community can do nothing. They've tried, Dr. Crusher, and failed.
Radue, exactly why were we invited?
Are they planning on stealing the children from the Enterprise and turning them into Aldeans?
We need some of your children. In payment, we will give you information that would take you centuries to acquire.
Yeah, no, you ain't. That would never happen, my guy. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Still no response, sir.
Wesley.
Well, they're already turning against them. That was really quick. Frickin' Aldeans. You're literally conducting a frickin' act of war against the Federation. You're making a mistake.
It's the children. That's why we've been brought here. That's what they wanted, and that's what they have.
Alright. They're planning on using the children to start a new generation of Aldeans. I can't say it's a bad plan, but certainly taking things from the Federation is never a good idea.
No harm will ever come to them.
Harm has already come to them.
Captain, let us begin discussions regarding a...
At least take their parents too. That way they're not freaking out. I mean, come on.
You claim to be a civilized world, and yet you've just committed an act of utter barbarity.
Captain, we will continue these discussions when you calm down.
What do you mean, calm down? He's not the one who's overacting. Overreacting. You guys are underreacting.
Greetings, Wesley Crusher.
Welcome to your new home. So much for Wesley Crusher taking charge. She's taking charge.
Give them some reassurance. Let them know that we are here and that they will be safe.
I'll do my best to arrange that.
Again, I don't understand why the parents can't get with them. Wouldn't that be a nice means to an end? Or, meet in the middle?
There you are. I have you now.
Come in.
That kid doesn't seem too upset about where she is.
You could call it Dan.
We already have families.
Not anymore. You got new families now.
We have been waiting for you so long, Harry. We are artists.
He's like hell you have. I don't even know who you are.
Help them to accept it. Because nothing you or those on the starship can do can change it.
So Wesley's really the only teenager on the Enterprise? Or it just happens to be he's the only one that was taken?
They can't have her. I will never let her go.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for the sake of getting them back to the ship.
The minute that they believe that we won't accept their compensation for the children, they'll break off the discussion, they'll disappear behind their shield, locking us out and the children in.
Mm-hmm. So you just gotta bait them for as long as you can. Picard's good at that. Finicky playing with diplomacy.
Duana, what does the custodian do?
It frees us from all burden. It takes care of all our needs. It regulates our lives.
Sounds like Landru bullshit again. Some machine built by the ancient race to be a god.
Custodian, can you show me where Harry is?
Yes?
Custodian, show me Harry.
At least 2 staff officers are present during any treaty or contract negotiations.
I'm not aware of Regulation 6.57.
No data, neither am I.
Picard's already playing fast and loose with the rules. I knew he'd be quick to do so.
We're here to negotiate appropriate compensation, not to pander to emotions. Please sit.
Well, they just straight up said no.
Sympathize with your situation. Surely there is a solution that can be mutually satisfactory.
For us, the problem is solved.
I hate this guy. He's such a prick.
I knew Captain Picard would get us home.
Not yet, Wes.
What's she doing? What's she doing with the tricorder?
Are you okay?
What? What? Is he going to use that to somehow beam back? Maybe they're going to scan it. They're going to scan everybody and beam back.
Well, don't let it go to your head.
I won't.
What the hell was that about? They couldn't have made it any more freaking obvious. These people are centuries more advanced.
A small demonstration of our power.
Whoa. Oh, jeez. Freaking knock them into warp speed. Good lord.
If you don't accept our terms, the Enterprise will be pushed so far away that by the time you return, your children will be grandparents.
Dang, that's kind of a cheesy fucking move. How do you even not foresee that happening? What the hell are they gonna do now?
Sorry. Did I break it?
No, it's all right. You can't break this.
So why are they like conforming them to different like life paths? Like, does it have something to do with continuing the species? I guess they just want somebody in each sort of aspect of art and culture.
Are you sure? Did I really do this?
Oh, yes. Your talent has always been there. The sculpting tool is just helping you develop.
How do they know there's always just had talent for sculpting? I don't understand.
Can I do some more?
Captain's log.
Well, Harry's pretty happy. He's slipping right into his position pretty easily and without too much resistance.
Chromosomal damage. It could be genetic or environmental.
And is that why they can't conceive?
Yes. It also explains their lack of appetite, extreme power, and sensitivity to light.
If it's environmental, then it's going to screw over the kids too, right?
A fish. We used to have those in our oceans. I've never seen one before.
This woman kind of looks like Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I want mommy. I want mommy.
No, Alexandra is starting to get upset too. Don't blame her.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, Wesley.
So what the hell's the deal with the custodian? Is he actually going to be an evil thing, or is he just a freaking benign computer?
It's called passive resistance. We don't do what they want us to do, and they won't want us.
I'll do it.
What are you all doing here together?
Conspiring to annoy you and trick you into returning them back to the Enterprise.
Will you at least eat?
Nope. We won't eat, we won't work, we won't do anything to get us back home.
I know you're hungry. We all are. But it's our way of telling them that we want to go home. Understand?
Yeah.
What a cute kid. She's adorable.
We're ready, Lieutenant Worf.
Captain, you may come down now to conclude our discussion.
Oh, I see. They're going to beam down right when they transport them.
Dr. Crusher and I are prepared to conclude our negotiations.
But they said their transporters work through the shields. Well, it worked. Now to get the shield down. However, that's going to work.
It is programmed to accept only authorized voice command. There's no way we can override.
Oh. No. They have to do it through the custodian. Okay, interesting. Makes sense. So does that mean that Wesley could just say, Hey, turn the shield off. He's got level 3 clearance.
I'm not very good with children.
Neither is Picard. Picard is famously bad with children.
Hello, Alexandra.
Hi.
Come on, give her a hug. Pick her up. Break your habits, Picard.
If the children remain, they will be affected as well.
It's impossible. Our scientists would have known.
How could they? Your scientists have forgotten how everything works.
These guys are all so freaking ignorant. Oh my god.
Commander Riker.
Yes, sir?
I assume you have control of the computer.
We've disabled the system temporarily. We found the power source of the shield and we've neutralized it.
You have destroyed us.
You have done that yourself. You've condemned yourselves by being ignorant.
All this time we've been destroying ourselves, so sure of our technological invulnerability.
You can be anything you want, Harry. Anything. But you still have to take calculus.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
Well, again, Harry is very malleable.
But for their atmosphere to maintain its integrity, they could never use the shield.
Or be cloaked again.
So they're actually able to reverse the sterility. Surprising, but first the freaking Aldeans nick the children, and then the Enterprise pulls it full circle and actually saves their species. Radue, you have a big IOU on your head. Ha 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 ha. Another fucking silly tag scene at the end.
If you made it this far, thanks for sticking around. And if you haven't already, please consider hitting that and that. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks again.
So, was that episode any good? Meh. It was better than I expected to be. Because I don't think, expecting an episode, a TNG Season 1 episode revolving around a bunch of kids does not sound promising. And frankly, the pre-title sequence, talking about Aldea and this planet that is this mythical planet like Atlantis, that sounded like it was going to be really stupid. But frankly, that really went nowhere. Excuse me. But except for the shield and the cloak around the planet, but everything else, they didn't act, and the instant teleportation beaming, but otherwise they weren't any smarter than humans. In fact, if anything, they were far more stupid because they were blindly ignorant to their superiority, thinking that all their problems could be solved with just getting more children. But I do like that in the end, the Enterprise was their salvation, but not the way they thought. Instead of bringing the kids, they actually reversed their sterility, which is insane that they were able to, and but the people that are thousands and thousands of years more advanced could not. But I don't know. But their shield is now put down permanently because that's what was killing them. So they have to probably come in contact with other species now. So the myth of Aldea is gone, but the people live on. So I kind of like the resolution there. But as far as this plot, I mean, it's TNG Season 1, so pretty thin. I guess Wesley was the main character, and I liked seeing him sort of rally with the kids. But it's weird that they're all so much younger than him. There's not a single. We've never seen another kid in the Enterprise that's a teenager, along with Wesley. You'd think there would be some. Maybe there will be eventually. I know Robin Leffler eventually, but that's after Wesley even leaves the Enterprise. But the characters, Radue, he was a prick, hated him, but that was intentional. He was the villain. He obviously stole the kids, and that was awful. And the other lady, the main lady who was said to have been the last person born in Aldea, I can't remember her name, she was okay, and she kind of helped convince Radue at the end, which was fine. I don't know. This is what I mean when I'm talking about TNG Season 1. Every time I come back to it, it's just another sort of drag of an episode. Nothing really interesting happened with the characters here. Everything sort of just stayed pretty static. I guess you could argue maybe it was a bit of character growth and leadership opportunity for Wesley, but even then, so what? You know, we already know he's already the most capable child we've ever seen, and more capable than most of the freaking officers on the ship. He's so freaking brilliant. So I guess there's no real payoff for him in this episode, I don't think. And everything comes full circle in the end. I mean, that's obvious. It's a serialized TV show. They're not going to lose all the kids. But like I said, maybe it would have been interesting if they were forced to leave the children there. But I think, why couldn't they have just at least given them their parents too? I'm sure the parents would have happily said yes to resign their commission to stay with their kids. So that could have been a potential solution. But Picard obviously doesn't want to give in that easily. He wants to find a more diplomatic solution. And he did. Well, really, I guess it wasn't really a diplomatic solution. They just broke in through the shield and then forced the Aldean's hand to give the children back. But then they helped him in the end. So, you know, I would say it'd be a cool maybe a relationship now between Aldea and Earth, that they can, you know, exchange technologies. But again, Aldeans don't seem too bright, so maybe it's best if Earth just leaves them alone before they steal something else. But yeah, fine. My favorite word to describe TNG Season 1, fine. Could have been worse. Of course, could have been better. But yeah, enjoyable to some degree. So we're gonna keep going. I think we've got less than 10 episodes now. I think maybe that was 16, 17. So into single digits, I think. So that's exciting. You know it's bad when you're excited to be done with the season. But so single digit more episodes left. Plenty of opportunity to have a real episode that blows my socks off. Haven't found it yet. Hopefully will. Hopefully I will. But won't know until we get there. In the meantime, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.